back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Today is Monday, July 1st, my brother-in-law But's birthday. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today, But. I hope you have a good one and the next year brings you lots of joy. This morning I've been busy. I got a lot of items listed. I photographed a bunch of fresh inventory last night. I had it ready to go this morning. So I've just been listing quite a bit this morning. Let me show you what we got listed into the big store. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Brian Kingsbury. I'm a full-time reseller. I've got 2 eBay stores, over 6,000 items listed, and this channel kind of details the ins and outs of the business. I show you guys what I'm listing, which we're going to get into. I show you what's sold, and of course I show you what we're buying and trying to flip for big money. Let's take a look and see what we got listed into the big store this morning. So if you watch the channel, here's where we left off last night. I got this ASA softball umpire jacket listed, a vintage jacket. This morning I started and got this Under Armour hood vest listed. It's a quarter zip vest. It has a Honda logo on the front there. So the vest category is an interesting one. You get a lot of those suit vests. Those do quite well. People want those for graduations or proms, that sort of thing, to wear under their suits. And people don't think about those being in demand, but people would need those every wedding season, you know, so to have some of those listed in your stores is a good idea. But I always go through the vest section. I pull out those athletic vests, those golf vests. You know, it's kind of a summertime now. People are out there golfing, and you know, they want a vest to wear in the morning when it's a little chilly. So it's good to have a couple of those athletic vests in there. And that one, you know, it said Honda on it, Bellingham Honda, so it wasn't that great, but it is a nice Under Armour vest. It just had a little advertising on it, and I think, you know, people into Honda, people into golf, they don't mind wearing a little logo on the front there. They'll just pick that up. If you make it cheap enough, you price it ready to sell, they'll pick that up. Let's take a look and see what else we got listed. So here's a look at the last 8 listings. This is what I've been busy with this morning. Here's a nice Adidas jacket, a women's athletic jacket. Here are some t-shirts that I ended and relisted with fresh photos. This little blue t-shirt, canvas crew, has like an astronaut, a skeleton astronaut on the front. Over here is a Gildan Loads of Charm. It has kind of a St. Patrick's Day theme with a truck filled with shamrocks, I think is in the back of that truck. Over here we have a large Converse t-shirt. Has a little skeleton peace sign, and the Converse says Converse across the front there. Top here, the t-shirts continue. Here's another one that I ended and relisted with fresh photos. It has a little pineapple with a smiley face on there. It's kind of hard to see, but it has a little smiley face in the shape of a flower. And then we got some more shorts. These were a couple that I ended and relisted as well. A pair of denim shorts. Lower price point on these. They're in demand right now, being summertime, so we're trying to get these shorts out in front of more eyes and get them sold. Cherokee 42 by, I think it was 10. It's priced at just $6.97. We're pricing that one ready to sell. Same with this one, a pair of Hurley shorts. Listed these for $9.97. This is a size 32-inch waist. And then we got the classic an Under Armour large loose fit athletic t-shirt, priced that again at $9.97. So some of these are going up with a higher price point, $9.97, and they'll go 20% off here shortly. But we're trying to give them a chance at the initial price point. So now that you've seen what I listed, let's take a look and see what sold. I know you're all wondering, did he have any sales overnight? Yesterday was kind of the trickle in. If you watched yesterday's video, I'm talking about these sales. They're just coming one at a time, slow and steady throughout the day, but no real rush. But we did get quite a few overnight. Let's take a look and see what sold overnight. Yeah, I think the vernacular I used was trickle, trickle. When are these sales going to pour in? We had 6 pour in overnight for $133.99. That's $133.99 for 6 orders overnight. Let's see what they were. Sold for $22.99. It's a 2XL Tommy Bahama beige silk cotton dress pants, 42-inch waist by 31-inch inseam flat front. Keyword mans. So that was a pair of Tommy Bahama I picked up not too long ago. Sold for $22.99. I paid $1.99 for it. It was on sale day, and I got it at Goodwill. So there's quite a bit of profit to be made on a pair of pants like that. We'll probably have to ship those in a priority envelope, so the shipping will eat up a little bit of that profit, but still, when you consider you paid $2 for it and you're getting $22.99, there's plenty of profit to be made.
Next item sold for $14.55. It's a medium Old Navy dress, gray, sleeveless, cotton polyester spandex blend, women's keyword solid.
So that was one of the dresses I got out of a storage unit. I got a big stack of dresses still ready to be listed. I'm not a big fan of listing dresses. I don't know a lot about them, and they do sell kind of slow, so I list them every now and then, but it's not my favorite thing to list, so I'll get to that stack eventually. But this was one I listed, and it did sell. It was kind of a nicer dress, perfect for summer with the sleeveless, and had pockets on the sides there. So nice classic, was an Old Navy dress, size medium, and sold for a decent amount of money.
Up next was this pair of shoes, sold for $21.36. That's a pair of HS Trask men's casual genuine leather shoes, keyword loafers, brown. They're size 8, so smaller size, yet we still sold them. Let me give you a look. They're not perfect. They do have a few flaws, but the soles definitely have plenty of tread left. Looks like it has the number there. They might have got these at Goodwill. I think these were a storage unit pair. As you can see, they have some little bit of flaws right here, but you might be able to polish those out. But a nice pair of loafers.
So I still have a bunch of shoes to be listed from storage units I've done in the past, storage unit cleanouts, and I put a few in every now and then, but again, shoes aren't my favorite thing to list. I like to focus on what is fun to list and what I enjoy listing, so shorts and t-shirts is what I'm focusing on right now. But as a pair of shoes sell, I'll list a pair every now and then, so we'll probably add another to the store.
Up next was the best sale of the day so far. This one sold for $37.96. $37.96 for this Northern Pacific Railway belt buckle. It's gold and black tone with white face. Measures 3.5 by 2.5. This was an interesting find. I got this in a belt buckle lot that I purchased, and I thought it was pretty unique, so I priced it up a little bit. Pretty ornate, and it did have that railroad theme. Anything railroad, people like that sort of thing.
Yeah, like I said, I think this was actually a belt that you got when you work for the railroad, kind of maybe a retirement piece or that sort of thing. They had quite a few in this lot, and they were all kind of railroad related. This one was probably the most ornate, had the black and the gold coloring with the white face, and so I priced it a little higher than the others, and it took a while to sell. This one listed January 18th, 2024, so January to June, or actually July 1st today. It took quite a while, but we did get top dollar for this one. That's one thing all you resellers want to think about if you're doing that online arbitrage thing, which I've done in the past. There's a lot of videos about that on my channel where I'd buy junk drawer lots or belt buckle lots, t-shirt lots, hat lots, all those sort of things online with an effort to relist it back online for profit. You gotta have kind of, make your money back on the lower price items, but put some up there for more money that you think is worth more money, and that's where you get your big profits. As you can see, there was probably 6 belt buckles in this lot, and some of them I priced as low as, $10. And this was the nicest one. We priced it up to $29.99, and we did get that money. So $29.99 plus shipping. What was it, $37 or something like that for this one? So that's a top dollar price for a belt buckle like this.
Up next, we sold this hat for $15.93. It's a brand new hat, a brand new Kati, K-A-T-I sombrero camouflage green baseball hat. Strap back, one size fits all. So this one did have the tags on it. That's why it sombrero, not sombrero. Sombrero flex strap, and there you see the tags. There's the underside, Kati sport cap, and there's the back with the strap there.
So that hat either came from one of the hat lots or I picked it up at Value Village. I do go through Value Village and check the camouflage section. A lot of times those camouflage hats, when they mark them down, you can get them pretty cheap, and people are always buying camouflage, especially when they're new with tags like that. So I might have picked that up at Goodwill if I remember correctly, but decent profit to be made on camouflage hats. Don't overlook them.
The final one that sold this morning sold for $21.20. $21.20 for this pair of Asics Dynaflight 3 women's size 8 running shoes. They're black and pink. Let's get a look at these. These are really clean shoes. I'm not sure why they went so cheap. I might have just priced them based on the market value, not a lot of demand for this brand. But Dynaflight 3, good looking shoes, and not a lot of money for these, but glad to make the sale nonetheless.
So that might be one of the cases where I was buying based on the condition of the shoe. I just saw a nice looking shoe and just picked it up because I thought it looked like it was worth a lot of money. Get it home, you do the research, and you realize the market is saturated or there's no demand for that model of the shoe. ASIC's a great brand to buy, but not all of them sell for big money, so you got to kind of do the research ahead of time. Otherwise you're selling them for 20 bucks, which is not ideal for shoes. This one sold for $21.20 out the door. I did accept a best offer and just moved the inventory to make room for some fresh shoes. So that's the plan moving forward. I'm not going to be a big shoe lister, although I do have a lot of shoe inventory. I'm just going to list it based as they sell, so that's the plan moving forward. So there you see it, not a bad way to start the Monday morning. $133.99 for 6 orders. I'm going to go grab those 6 items. We'll print some shipping labels, add them to the tote, and get them ready to go to the post office.
Alakazam, through the magic of video, there they appear. 6 orders ready for shipping labels. Let's go ahead and get them printed. Alright, there they are. 6 orders ready for labels, and here they come fresh off the printer. Let's get them printed and ready for the tote. Get these off to the post office. Alright, we got a few orders from yesterday still in the tote, but let's go ahead and add these 6. Let's count them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and number 6. Tote is filling up.
Alright, I just logged into the small store. I listed a couple items into the small store, and we had 3 orders out of the small store. Let me show you what sold.
There you see it. 3 small store orders for $35.02. $35.02 for 3 orders. Let's see what they were. First item sold for $9.98. It's a vintage Minnesota Twins snapback baseball cap. It's a Youth Kids blue with the M logo. Next item sold for $15.90. It's a pair of Harbor Bay swimming shorts, size 4XL, men's blue, polyester line, size 52-inch waist by 8-inch inseam. And finally, the third order sold for $9.14. It's a Kira short sleeve crew neck green t-shirt top, size small, polyester rayon.
You've seen what sold? Let me show you what I got listed into the small store today.
If you've been watching the channel, you know I listed these 2 vests yesterday. We got this yellow one and this, I think it's a black or gray. It's a gray one, pinstripe vest. A couple nice suit vests that I picked up last Monday at Goodwill for $2. Put those up. They're for sale, on sale, 20% off for $7.98. You can pick those up. Today we got started with a couple shorts. These were 2 shorts that I ended and relisted with the fresh photos. It's a pair of under 2 black golf shorts on the right, and on the left is a pair of Duke Chinos black cotton poly dress shorts, also size 44 on those. They're both for sale right now for $9.97. So there we go, 4 orders that I got up into the small store recently.
Go ahead and put away those 2 shorts I listed and grab those 3 orders that sold, and we'll print some shipping labels and get them ready for the tote.
Alright, there they are. 3 orders from the small store. We got the t-shirt over here, the Kira t-shirt, the Harbor Bay swim shorts, and the Minnesota Twins baseball hat. And here come the labels for them. Let's get them printed. Let's go ahead and add these 3 small store orders to the tote. And 1, 2, and 3. The tote is almost
Now that
full.
we got all the orders fulfilled and all the inventory listed, it's time to get in that photo station and find some new stuff to photograph and list. Let's go take a look and see what we got.
So here is the stack I've been working off of. This one here, we did do some laundry yesterday, so there's a few items in there from that laundry freshly washed. They may have had a little issues with them, so I think I'm going to continue to grab off of that stack and see what we can find. Here's 6 shirts off of the stack. We got this California green t-shirt here, Michael Bastian gray pocket t-shirt, First Ascent, kind of a fleeced pullover, a Nike purple and white women's t-shirt, an Asics black and white women's t-shirt, and this is a gray, what is this, a Glacier, large soft gray Glacier gray t-shirt. There we go, 6 so
that's
far.
the first 6. Let's take a look at another 6 I pulled off of the stack. We're going to do 12, take photos of 12 fresh new inventory items. and get the photos taken and plan to list those this afternoon when I get home.
Here's the next 6 we pulled off the stack at random. This is kind of a fun little tie-dye shirt here. It's Hot Topic. I think does it have a hood? Yeah, it's got a hood and everything, so kind of like a lightweight hooded sweatshirt almost there with the tie-dye design. Got that last Monday. All this stuff was purchased last Monday for $1.99. This is a RBX, another hooded t-shirt. This is kind of a quarter zip or probably a half zip. Power Soft Cozy edition, size medium, kind of a pullover. Back here we got a pink Under Armour mock turtleneck, Calvin Klein, is that a full zip? No, quarter zip, polo shirt, and then a Tommy Bahama gray sweatshirt. You'll find those quite often these days. Tommy Bahama isn't the brand it once was, but people still do search it and buy it. So there's 6 more.
So sometimes when I look at the inventory, I like to think about what would sell first and what is my favorite item. I think definitely what would sell first is either that Under Armour or the Nike t-shirt. You know, those type of brands are always sought after. And athletic tees sell pretty quickly. If you price them correctly, don't try to get too greedy with the pricing. They do sell pretty quickly. My favorite was probably that Hot Topic sweatshirt. That was just unique, that tie-dye design. I saw that for $1.99. I normally wouldn't pick up a Hot Topic sweatshirt, but that one was so interesting. And tie-dye does sell pretty well, so I picked that one up for $1.99. Checking out the women's section last week. I usually don't shop the women's section, but the men's section was a little light in inventory, so I wandered over into the women's athletic section and found quite a few steals. Definitely will make a little bit of money on some of this stuff. You saw that Asics t-shirt had a little stain on the shoulder. We got to make sure that came out. I did wash it and treat it, but it is a pretty quality t-shirt, especially this time of season. Kind of a running tee, long sleeve that ladies could wear while they're out there getting those runs in. So I'm going to put this camera down, get busy taking some photos, and then we'll get started listing those items. Alright, I got a few items listed into the small store. Just logged back into the big store and we had some more orders waiting for us. Let me show you what sold.
4 more orders for $69.93. $69.93 for 4 more. Let's see what the item sold for $12.74. It's an Open Water 1 and 2 Adrift Blu-ray movie film DVD double feature, Lionsgate. Both 2 in 1. The item also sold for $12.74. Same buyer. It's a blended Blu-ray DVD 2-disc movie video. Happy Madison, Sandler, and Barrymore are actors in this movie.
I've mentioned it in past videos. I'll mention it again. Those Blu-rays do sell. Don't sleep on that Blu-ray market. Check them out next time you're at the thrift.
This item sold for $14.71. It's a size medium starter blue men's athletic gym shorts with a drawstring, 30-inch waist by 7.5-inch inseam. Finally, we sold this pair of shoes for $29.74. $29.74 for these Asics Gel Contend 5 men's size 10.5 black and red running shoes.
So those were actually my running shoes. I got probably 2 seasons worth out of them and probably wore them pretty good. And before I upgraded to a new pair of shoes and put those on the eBay market. So I bought them brand new from Big 5 Sporting Goods. Probably paid $49.99 brand new at Big 5, and here they sold for, what was it, $29. So you're making quite a bit more money back and you get 2 seasons of wear out of them.
There they are, 4 sales, 3 orders. We'll get shipping labels on these and add them to the tote. Let's do it. All right, there they are, 3 orders, and here come the labels. Let's get them printed. We got 3 more big store orders for the tote. Let's go ahead and add them. 1, 2, some Blu-rays, and that pair of sneakers. There they are.
So it's about 2 o'clock now. I think the plan moving forward is to make a little lunch, get something to eat, and plan to go into town a little bit early. I need to do some bank stuff to make sure the bills get paid, first of the month type of stuff, and then we're going to hit up the Goodwill. Try to go through that short section, keep those shorts going up since they are selling so well. And then we'll head over to Lake Pad and get some exercise in. Since I did photograph some inventory, I already have some stuff ready to list when we get home. So we're 1 step ahead of the game so far, but we're going to get into town and make all that stuff happen. But first, let's get a bite to eat.
All right, we're going to devour a little lunch and then we'll hit the road heading to Goodwill, heading to drop off orders, and heading to the bank.
I'm leaving Goodwill, just spent $255. Let me give you guys a quick look at the cart full of goodies.
There's a look at today's haul. Like I said, $255. That's what we'll be working through this week. Lots of good stuff in there. I'll give you a look at some of it when we get home.
Alright, so $255, a little bit more than I had planned to spend, but I got in there and saw all kinds of good stuff. Got to thinking, what I want to try this week is to test out the eBay's auction market again. I'm not giving up on eBay's auction market. I think the plan is to list some auctions this week. I'm going to go through inventory and find some stuff that I bought specifically just to try to run it as auctions and move stuff quickly. That's the plan, to see if that still is an option on eBay, if it actually works. We got a lot of shorts, we got a lot of t-shirts, and that's some of the stuff that I'm going to be working on getting online. If anything, it's going to lead to more sales of fixed price listings, which is good. So kind of get more people into my store, have some auctions ending every day, and kind of force them to come shop at my store or both stores. Obviously, everything's not going to go up at auction. There were some new items, brand new with tags, that I'm not going to run as auctions. I just want to save some stuff for the high-end market and then try to move stuff quickly at the low end as well. So kind of pulling from both ends and hope that at the end of each week we end up with some profit, right? That's the goal. That's the name of the game. Plus, I think it might make an interesting YouTube video. You know, I always have that in mind, to give you guys something to come back to. You know, if I run a 7-day auction, you guys want to come back and see how it does, right? So that's the plan this week. I'll be doing some of those, and it'll give you a reason to click on the video to see if it was a success or a failure. Alright, we're leaving Goodwill. We got the car gassed up. We went to Fred Meyer. We got envelopes, so we made the runs. We got all the errands accomplished. Next stop will be the lake pad, and we're going to get some exercise in. It's about 6 o'clock now, so we should be able to get a couple laps in around lake pad and, before the sun is going down. Not really into hesitation. Me in enough to keep me facing, manipulate my decisions. Baby, there's nothing holding me back. I'm not going to get way too far. I know we'd be alright. I know we would be alright. Alright, as you guys saw, we made it here to Lake Padden. I think yesterday we just hit the trail running. But I think today we're going to switch things around. We're going to walk around the first lap and then run the second, get things warmed up a little, make sure we're feeling alright, and then decide if I want to hit that trail the second lap and run the second lap. But I'll take you guys around the first time with me. We'll see the sights, see if there's anything to videotape. I'm sure there'll be a few things. So let's hit the trail and see what we can see today. Alright, the walking portion of the Lake Patton trail is over. Now comes the hard part, is the run. I'm kind of dreading this run, this Monday afternoon run, but the body's feeling alright, so we're going to hit the trail, we're going to give it a go, and get around the lake, another 2.6, get in a full 5.2 today, and then we'll go home and detag this inventory, $200 and some odd worth of inventory, I forget the exact amount. I said it earlier, but it's still plenty of work left, and hopefully we'll be able to get a few listings up tonight as well. But first step is the run, so I'm gonna hit that trail and get this accomplished. I'll check in once I return. Alright, the good news, the second 2.6 was a success, made it all the way around. The jello legs weren't even there. It felt like I had a little power at the end, so not a bad run. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. The knee was still a little sore, but I think the more I run on it, continue to ice it, the better it will feel. So that's the plan moving forward. Just take care of the body and listen to the body. That's what you got to do at my age. But I'm going to do a little warm down. I'm going to give you guys another look at the lake, and then we'll head home. Alright, it's almost 10 o'clock now. I just finished detagging all the clothes that I bought. So let me give you a quick look at it before we call an end to this day in the life of a reseller. I got them separated by stacks. I'll take a better look at them in the morning and decide what I want to do with everything, but let me give you a quick look. Here's what I'm going to get started with first. All the shorts are right there, and over here are the men's t-shirts, a nice big stack of men's t-shirts. Up here I kind of put all the women's t-shirts. There's a pretty healthy stack of women's t-shirts, and then all this is long sleeve stuff, so we'll get that dealt with later in the week. And over here we got a few pants that we purchased, and then this is more like sweaters and more long sleeve stuff, heavier stuff. So that's what we got. Oh, and one hat, let me show you. This was the one hat. Got that one. Picked that up for $1.99. So as you can see, I got a lot of work ahead of me this week. If I want to list all that stuff, I got to get busy and get into list mode and make sure that I get quite a few of those items on early in the week, so that we can put the rest of it on throughout the week and on to the weekend. And I am going to do some auctions. I think t-shirts are probably the way to go. The shorts are selling pretty well, so t-shirts we might get a boost if we throw some auctions out there. So I think that's the plan moving forward. If you're interested in seeing how those t-shirts do at auction, be sure to check back. And to do that, you want to hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified each time a new video drops, and you can watch the follow-up that tells you how many of the auctions actually sell. I know some of you may be curious if that auction market is still working on eBay. There's a lot of platforms kind of trying to take over that market, and eBay's kind of shifted to that fixed price listing model. But you can still list things as auctions, and we'll test it out a little and see how well we can do with them. I know online, especially on YouTube, there's kind of a big push by resellers to jump on the Whatnot bandwagon and sell stuff through Whatnot. But you know, I was thinking about it, you know, if it doesn't sell on eBay, it's not going to sell on Whatnot. If the demand isn't there, people aren't going to want it no matter how low the price is. So something you got to think about. If you go over there, you still got to have good stuff that people want, and that's the same thing applies on eBay. Is you got to have the stuff that people want. You got to meet the demand, and I think we got some good stuff in this week's haul. I'll go through it later this week as I list it and show you a little bit of what we got. But I think that 5 miles around Lake Patton is starting to kick in. I'm getting pretty tired, so I'm going to call an end to this. Thanks again for watching this one to the very end. If you could be so kind, hit that like button on your way out. That really helps the video take off. I noticed one video got 6 likes, so thanks to all those people who liked it. And that one got a little bit more views the next day, up to 132 views. So that does work when you guys like a video. So go ahead, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you want to watch more in the future. And thanks again for watching this one. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.